Hello everybody, this is Toys-R-Us, and for this new figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Newage Legendary Heroes Take on Jazz. Now the reason why I'm saying Take on Jazz is because this is a third-party company. It is Newage and they're not licensed by Hasbro or Takara, so they have to call them different names, and for obvious reasons I'm not going to be referring to him as Special Operations Saboteur Martini Manero. He's going to be referred to as Jazz. Now the box itself is beautiful. You can tell obviously that it is going to be Jazz. This is one of their earlier figures. It's number 2. You've got product shots there on the side and indeed on the back and indeed on the top as well. Now he does come packaged in a plastic camshell like so, which I've already transformed him into robot mode just for the purpose of this video because it's the best mode to start with. Now the articulation on these guys are incredibly good for their size. The head, as you can see, does have, it's pretty much on like a, is it like a ball and socket? You can't tell, but it'll spin all the way around. It'll look up and down, so it does look like it's either a mushroom peg or sort of ball and socket, whatever you want to refer to it as. You can see the shoulders are on ball and socket, so they've got full articulation. They've even got this extra bit of movement here as well. And I'll show you what that is in a minute with a track attaching the speakers. You've got a ball and socket at the bicep, but you've also got the swivel on it as well as the wrists. They'll swivel, so a lot of articulation, waist rotation. Legs will come all the way up to the front, kick right out. They'll go all the way back. You've got an ab crunch, you've got a hip swivel, you've got a knee bend and an ankle tilt and rock. So these are very articulate for their size, but also that is why they command a higher price point than a standard Hasbro core class figure, which indeed this is a little bit smaller than. We're going to do some more comparisons in a minute anyway. What I wanted to do very quickly though show you is the reasons why you've got these holes on the shoulder is you can attach these speakers, which of course again enables you to recreate the scene from the cartoons, and that is again what Newage are going for with their scales, with their decos, with how they look. They're going for cartoon accurate. The gun itself is a good little replica of the G1 original toy, which we'll see in a second, and indeed that will fit in his hands, and as you can see he's fully posable. There he is with the speakers as well, and by the looks of it there it looks like they've bent his arm up. Are they able to touch? Yeah, you can even, you know, sort of put his hand on the speaker pretty much himself as well. I'm going to take the speakers off though just for the rest of the video. And we'll have a look at the rest of the details on him. So you've got all this detail there on the underside. You've got the headlights. You've got the actual, you know, there's tampograph writing there. It says Dunlop, Bosch and Shell. You've got the grille. We've got the same on the side. You've got Martini, Porsche on the sides of the stickers. So again, because it's third party, it can say Martini on it. With obviously being alcohol, Hasbro had to take it off. There's loads of detail on this. It's a really cool looking little figure. So with regards to official products first, so there is a G1 Optimus Prime, and funnily enough there is a, didn't realize how yellowed he'd got, Martini Jazz. So that's one of the first Jazzes because it does say Martini on the side. Have I got any other? I've got some other G1 figures just to give you an idea, then we'll do some of the other third party. So there he's same size, a little bit smaller than a Generation 1 Bumblebee figure. So to give you an idea, I suppose that's a bit better to show you the difference. That's pretty much 40 years worth of obviously engineering differences there to show you between them. Right, let's move away some of the original products. Well, some of the original G1, shall we say. There is the original Studio Series 86 version of him, and this is pretty much what they're going for. The only real difference is that you can't turn these back wheel arches around. They've hidden the wings and the doors away really neatly. In fact, the doors are very cleverly hidden into the actual legs with this particular person. There is actually a Transformers tutorial video on his transformation process up as well if you want to watch that. Right, last quick official product comparison is a Micromaster, and he is, yeah, obviously quite a bit bigger than that. Right, Newage figures, still need to do the Ratchet review. This is their take on Optimus Prime, and I've got at the moment, I've got quite a few just dotted around. So these are all Newage, so you can see how they scale really, really well together. What we've got, I'll just bring in just again randomly at the end the core class Optimus Prime, and this is again confirming why they're classed as a legend scale size. Right, other third-party companies, we've got Magic Square, we've got Iron Factory, and then we've got, doesn't scale but looks really good, we've got Dr. Wu. So again, that gives you an idea. Again, if you only collect mainline figures and new mainline figures, there is a deluxe strong arm for you, just to give you an idea of his particular size. Right, to be honest, there's not much more to say about the robot mode. You can see it looks really good. We're going to come back and we're going to be having a look at him now in his alternate mode, and again do some more comparisons. Okay, back for the final time with him in his alternate mode, and as I said, quick apologies, no transformation process in this video, and it really is to keep the main length of the video down because these are so small and so intricate, and to be honest, the instructions that come with these, as you'll see, aren't the greatest and only go one way. I've uploaded the tutorial video so you get to see it and appreciate the engineering much more. Now, alternate mode is great. You can see there all the tampographs there of Martini on it. You've got the number 4. You can probably make these out much better now, as I say, than when he was in his robot mode. Wheels are all on their own individual pins, so they go around no problem whatsoever. You've got a translucent plastic window mixed with the tampograph ones. Both work just as well, to be honest. You can pretty much make out a few things are tucked in underneath, but this really is clever as it folds into the inside of the leg. I love the fact that they've gone with the gold trim. I really want to give you an idea, I suppose, now just how small this figure is. There is the original Generation 1 Jazz, and you can see he's completely huge compared to him, absolutely massive. And then if we bring in the original Bumblebee as well, you can see very small compared to that. Let me take out this. Let's bring in a few other products. Takara, world's smallest Transformers alert. Newage's take on a Jurassic Park version of the Hound mold. Really small figure. I suppose current legacy deluxe Prowl animated version, looking good. I hope it's staying in focus because then wheels are, as you can see, really popping. And funnily enough, there's a deluxe drag strip which is huge compared to him. This is to say how he comes packaged, so to be fair, you can display this in either mode. Both look good. These obviously with the medium to small tend to go, if you're buying mainline figures, they display pretty well with Titans. Only negative is I can't find, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anywhere to put any of the accessories whilst he's in his alternate mode. There just doesn't seem to be anything around there which is going to enable me to do that. But there you go. As I say, not much more to talk about this mode anyway, apart from he's very good and it just is a lovely little toy. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, guys. Take care.